The enlightened are called Jagarayanu Yoga in Pali, meaning the sleepless, because after enlightenment they do not go to sleep. They don't go to sleep because they do not need a sleep or a rest. We need rest when we are tired, especially by overworking in our daily life as the unenlightened one do. The enlightened one are not overdoing anything. They know the limit of things that has to be done. In fact, they do nothing, only natural activities take place naturally. For example, our breathing is a natural activity. Blood circulation is a natural activity. The digestion of the food that we eat is a natural activity. In the case of enlightened one, all activities in their life are natural. Even before enlightenment, on the first stage to enlightenment called Sotapanna, it is said all their 6 sense organs are unable to do anything. Sensory organs, the eye, the ear, the nose, etc., they are sensory organs. They see but they don't look. They hear but they do not listen. Similarly, all other sense organs act naturally. Their main function is response to stimulation, sense stimulation. The eye is stimulated by light waves reflected from different objects. The ear gets stimulated by sound waves. The nose gets stimulated by smells. The tongue by different tastes. The body, the skin, by the touch of objects. And the mind by ideas, mental images. They form mental images, informations from sense organs. When the mind receives signals from a sense organs that there is such and such a stimulation, he responds to it and become aware of what that stimulation is with the help of the memories regarding similar events in the brain. In fact, the enlightened one have no reaction other than the natural responses of their sense organs. Even in their mind, there is no reactions. That means there is no thinking. Thinking is the outcome of a reaction. The reaction is the outcome of a response. The enlightened mind have responses. That means they become aware of sense stimulations. But they do not think of them, not only after enlightenment, even before enlightenment, on the path to enlightenment, the practice is to be aware of sense stimulations but not to think of them. This is well explained by the Buddha as the shortest cut to enlightenment in the Bahya Sutta, where he said, Ditte ditte mattang, sute sute mattang, mute mute mattang, etc., saying, when your sense organs get stimulated by respective sense objects, do not think of them, but just be aware of the stimulation. Then what happens? The mind is not activating its desires, positive or negative. The mind becomes desireless. The desires become inactive, no liking, no disliking. But the mind keeps on being aware. That means not ignoring any sensation. All sense organs are alert and they are aware of respective sense objects, their stimulations, but the mind is free from thinking of them. That is what the Buddha said with regard to his enlightenment in his first paean of joy, saying, Visankara gatan cittam. At the enlightenment, my mind ceased to think. No formation of thoughts. No mental images get formed. In fact, we become aware of nothing else in the world other than our mental objects that are created in our mind. We do not know anything outside ourselves because we get the information regarding the outside world through our sense organs, which are incapable of knowing the reality, actual reality of anything. Their capacities are limited. And our mental images are formed with the limited information, the distorted information, the little information that we get through our sense organs. Therefore, all the information that we have retained in our brain are incomplete, distorted. And the mental images formed by those memories are mirages, illusions. They appear to be real, but they are not real. The enlightened one have realized the truth of the illusory nature of mental images and also the illusory nature, the defective nature of all the memories that we have retained in our brain. Therefore, their mind is not affected by the memories of the dead past. They have them, they can use them, but they are not guided by them because those memories misguide us regarding things. Because all the memories is not full of knowledge but full of ignorance. Our ignorance is not anything else other than our knowledge. We say that we know something, what we know about something at that moment is very little compared to what we do know about anything, that something or anything. When the mind is free from thinking, only when there is response or awareness of sense stimulation, the mind does not need sleep. Therefore, the enlightened one do not go to sleep. And other reason is they have been used to, on the path to enlightenment, to be aware, constantly aware, to be vigilant, to be observant. And that habit continues. The mind is unbrokenly, constantly vigilant, aware, observant, and that nature is there in and they can see things as they are, not imagining but taking things as they are. That is called yatha bhuta jnana darsana, seeing things as they are. When they see things as they are, they can accept things as they are. That is called yatha labha santushti. They can see things as they are because they are not affected by the prejudices in our mind. All our ideas retained in our mind are our prejudices, distorted information, defective information. That is why it is said in the Karanime Sutra, dittincha anupagamma silava dasanena sampanno. Silava means that they are the discipline in a way, like on the path of enlightenment. Dittincha anupagamma, not to be guided by prejudices, preconceived notions, ideas retained in the memory. Dasanena sampanno, they see things with an open mind, like a scientist. They are open-mindedness, free from prejudices, as that is a scientific attitude towards the sense stimulations, and accept things as they are. Therefore, the mind never gets tired to need a sleep. But once in a way, they get absorbed in a trance called Sanya Vedaita Nirodha, where sensation of sense stimulation ceased at that trance. Sanya means sense signals, Vedaita means being aware of the response. And there is a very slight energy used by the mind, but that slight use of energy of the mind, the mental energy, is closed for some time, at least for 7 days in that particular trance. At the final passing away, the enlightened ones close all their sensations completely. No more knowing, no more sensation, no more awareness thereafter. The mind comes to an end. Therefore, the entire teaching of the Buddha is to mind the mind, to be careful about the mind, because they misguide you, misdirect you. Mind the mind to never mind. Don't think of what the mind becomes aware of. Visankaragatan citta. Mind the mind to never mind and end the mind. Enlightenment is ending of the mental function called thinking, but thereafter sensation remains until the final passing away. That too comes to an end at the parinibbana, the final passing away from life. After enlightenment, until the final passing away, there is no sleep, because there is no need for a sleep for the enlightened one, because their mind do not get tired enough to take a rest by sleeping. They are constantly aware. That is amoha. Amoha means the mind is completely aware. Moha means state when the mind becomes unaware. Unawareness is completely absent in the enlightened one. Not only unawareness called moha, attachment called raga, resentment called dosa, as well as the non-awareness called moha is absent in the enlightenment. That is why they are called vitaragi, vitadosi, vitamohi. That is the state of an enlightened mind. A mind free from all, a mind completely rid of all mental defilements caused by attachment, resentment, and ignorance. Attachment is a mental reaction. Resentment is also a mental reaction. Ignorance is a negative mental reaction. Attachment, resentment, positive. Something is done. In ignorance, doing is prevented. No doing. That is a negative reaction. Non-awareness. Non-awareness is mind is not responding. A non-responsive mind is called an ignorant mind. Here ignorant is not free from knowledge, free from knowing. Knowledge is the past. Knowledge is from the dead past. Knowing is of the present moment. Therefore, whenever the mind is not aware of sense stimulation, sensation in the present moment, that mind is suffering the ignorance, the defect of the unenlightened mind. It is called moha. Free from moha means mind is fully alert from the moment of enlightenment to the moment of final passing away. And the final thought, final mental state is also the subject of awareness of the enlightened one. That means the enlightened one can die consciously, though we, the unenlightened one, die unconsciously. But their consciousness is not our consciousness. Our consciousness has the magnetic effect. Their consciousness is not magnetic, but only electric, free from magnetism. Which magnetism has attraction and repulsion, positive energy and negative energy. But here is pure electricity, which is neither positive nor negative. And that electricity does not make mind tired enough to sleep. Therefore, the enlightened ones are sleepless. They are called Jagaryan Yoga in Pali.